You are 29 years old. It is 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. You are sitting in a room, the only light coming from the blue glow of your laptop screen. You refresh the page of your brokerage account one time. There it is, $1,000,032.7 figures. You have spent the 7 years of your life working towards this moment. You have skipped the vacations. You have ignored the text messages from friends you do not recognize anymore. You have survived on caffeine and ambition. You thought you would feel amazing when you saw the number. You thought the world would be different. As you look at the number, you start to feel something else. The air in the room feels different. The house feels quieter. You have just learned something about money. Becoming a millionaire was the easy part. The hard part is what comes next. The hard part is what can hurt people. That has not even started yet. Welcome to the architecture of wealth maintenance. Welcome to the war for the second million. Level 1. The brute force illusion. Most people believe that earning $1 million is a measure of how smart you are. It is not. Earning your $1 million is actually a test of how much hard work you can do. It is about putting in a lot of effort. Anyone who is desperate enough can work 100 hours a week. Anyone can live in an apartment, drive an old car, and work until they are completely exhausted. The system gives rewards to people who do this. The economy likes people who work hard because they get a lot done. You did a lot of work. You solved a problem. You made $1 million. Congratulations, you won this part of the race. But there is a problem. The things that helped you make $1 million are the things that can cause you to lose all your money. A person who builds things knows how to create and move quickly. Once you have $1 million, you cannot afford to make mistakes anymore. You are not a builder anymore. You are a target for people who want your money. You spent 7 years learning how to make money. You did not learn how to be the kind of person who can keep it. You are like a general who won a war. Does not know how to run the country you just won. The people in that country are looking for a reason to be unhappy with you. Level 2. The visibility penalty. When you had $50,000, you were invisible. The tax authorities did not know your name. The high-end attorneys did not see you as a settlement opportunity. Your lost cousins did not have business ideas they needed you to fund. You were a ghost in the machine. The moment that balance hits 7 figures, you have stepped onto a stage with a spotlight you can never turn off. This is the visibility penalty. In the eyes of the system, you are now a high net worth individual. The government, you are a source of revenue. The system, you are a deep pocket. Your circle, you are a bank. You realize that your wealth has created a wall between you and the rest of the world. You go to a dinner with friends. You want to celebrate. When the bill comes, there is a microsecond of silence. Everyone looks at you. It is not that they are people. It is that the architecture of your relationship has shifted. You are no longer one of the guys. You are the guy with the million. You realize that to keep your money you have to become a person, a colder person, a person who says no more than he says yes. The million is yours. The cost was your anonymity. In 2024, anonymity is the only true luxury. Level 3. The $1 million poverty trap. It's called the middle-class rich trap. $1 million seems like a lot when you have none. Having $1 million can be very risky. It's enough to buy a $1.5 million house with a mortgage. You can even buy a Porsche 911. Fly business class to Dubai. It's not enough to keep up that life for 40 years. You start hanging out with people who have $20 million. $50 million, or even $100 million. You want to fit in with them. You buy the watch they wear and join the same golf club. For them, the $50,000 fee to join the club is almost nothing. For you, it's 5% of all your money. You're playing a game of trying to look rich. You can barely afford it. Here's how the trap works. Your spending goes through the roof. Your regular costs, like insurance and property taxes, start eating at your money. You're not a millionaire anymore. You're stuck with a lifestyle that costs much. You spend your nights staring at your screen, not because you want to build something, because you're scared of losing everything. You have money than before, but you feel poorer than when you had nothing. When you had nothing, you had nothing to lose. Now you have everything to lose and not enough to keep it safe. Level 4. The vulture architecture.
The $1 million is about making money. The rest of your life is about keeping it. Soon as you become rich, the vultures show up. They don't come with weapons. They come with briefcases and friendly smiles. First, the tax vultures. The government thinks you are now worth their attention. They check your expenses. They question your business spending. They change the rules when you are in the middle of things. You find out that you don't really own $1 million. You own $600,000. The government is holding the other $400,000 in a special account that they can tax whenever they want. Second, the legal vultures. You get into a car accident. In the past it was an insurance claim. Now the driver's lawyer sees your address, sees your car, and sees a chance to get a lot of money. You are sued for being upset. You spend $50,000 on your lawyer just to make the problem go away. Third, the social vultures. A friend from school calls. He has a tech idea. He needs money to get it started. If you say no, you are the rich person. If you say yes, you lose $50,000. You realize that having wealth means you need to be alone. You hire experts to help you. You set up a trust. You spend $20,000 a year to pay people to say no to others. The $1 million is being taken away by the system designed to protect it. You learn a truth. It costs a lot of money to be rich.
Level 5. The psychological decay. This is the part nobody talks about in their courses, the fear that comes with having a lot of money. When you were broke, you were driven by hunger. Hunger is a feeling. You want food, you work for it, you eat it. When you're rich, the hunger goes away. It's replaced by trying to keep what you have. This feeling is based on fear. You're always worried about things going wrong. What if the stock market crashes? What if the money in your country becomes worthless? What if the business you made your money in suddenly disappears? You can't sleep. You check the markets. In Asia at 4:00 a.m., you look at your family. Wonder, would they still care about me if I lost everything? You start to think that people only talk to you because of your money. You've reached the top. It's not what you thought it would be. Having a lot of money has solved your money problems. It has created trust problems that money can't fix. You're stuck with a lot of money. You're not happy. Having a lot of money was the part. Living with it is the challenge. Level 6. The architect's transition. So how do you win? How do you stop the million from being a trap? You have to stop being a hustler and start being an architect. The hustler thinks about making money. The architect thinks about building systems. The hustler wants money. The architect wants to make money work on its own. You move your assets into companies that hold them. You buy things like real estate, index funds, and private credit. They make money without you having to do anything. You realize that having $1 million in a bank is not good. $1 million in a system is useful. You stop trying to keep up with people on Instagram who show off their wealth. They are just like victims waiting for something to happen. You choose wealth over riches. Riches are things that people can see. Riches are easy to lose. Wealth is different. Wealth is built to last. You spend the 3 years building a strong financial foundation. You make your life simpler. You sell your car. You move to a house that you can afford. You become unknown again. This time you have a system that makes money for you while you sleep. You've finally achieved your goal. You've realized that the $1 million was never the goal. The goal was the freedom that the million was supposed to buy. Freedom comes from having a system that manages your money. The final paradox. You are 35 years old. Your net worth is now $4 million. Your lifestyle is the same as it was when you had $500,000. You do not care about being famous. You have learned to love being private. You realize the paradox of wealth. The only way to truly enjoy having $1 million is to be perfectly okay with losing it. The system is still there. The people who want your money are still waiting. The taxes are still going up. You do not react anymore. You have built a life. You have survived the times. You look at the 24-year kid in the gym staring at his phone dreaming of his first 7 figures. You want to tell him. You want to tell him that working hard is the part. That wanting something badly is when you are most honest with yourself. You want to tell him that once he gets what he wants, the real challenges begin. You do not say anything. He would not understand that he thinks $1 million is the goal. That he has not realized yet that in this life there is no goal. There is only building a life. The world never stops looking for the person to build something. The office is open. The desk is empty. The clock is ticking. Watch this video if you want to see what happens when the money is not yours anymore.